Relationships. There's the good, there's the bad, and then there's just the plain ugly. On today's episode of TeenView TV, we will be sitting down with our teen panel and answering some of the questions that you asked our Dr. Love blog. And we'll be looking at the top 5 breakup songs for your aching heart. So stick around, TeenView TV starts now.
Come on, let's see what TeenView's doing.
Boy meets girl, girl meets boy. They fall in love and it seems perfect, right? But with every relationship, you have a few bumps in the road. On today's episode, we will be talking with our teen panel and discussing some of the questions that you guys at home asked our Dr. Love blog. So if you have any questions or if you'd like to give advice, because all of us have a little bit of Dr. Love in us, right? Go to teenviewmagazine.com. Now off to Malcolm with our top 5.
What up, TVM world? I'm Malcolm Eugene, and welcome to the Top Teen 5. This week, we're going to take a look at the top 5 breakup songs. So grab a box of tissue and some ice cream as we journey through from number 5 to number 1. At number 5 is Say Something by A Great Big World.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
This song is about letting go of an unfulfilling relationship, longing to make things work, but realizing that they just won't in the end. At number 4, we have Comfort in Ending by Gene Aiko.
So I was the only one.
This song is about coming to terms with being in a relationship by yourself, seeing all the signs of cheating and choosing to believe your partner's truth, only in the end to find out that it was all just a lie. Coming in at number 3, Let Her Go by Passenger.
And you let her go.
This song is about realizing you love someone after the relationship has run its course. The common case of not knowing what you had until it was gone. Coming in at number 2 would be Too Close by Alex Clare.
And it feels like I am just too close to love you.
This song is about falling out of love within a relationship and the back and forth war of should I stay or should I go. Coming in at number 1 is Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier. This song is about clinging to the illusion of the perfect person, only to realize that they aren't who you thought they'd be. The consequences of placing someone on a pedestal and the never-ending battle of accepting who they are versus who you want them to be. Well, that concludes the top 5 teens. Do you agree with our list? Let us know by liking our page on Facebook or following us on Twitter. For more song reviews, movie reviews, articles, and blogs, visit us at teenviewmagazine.com.
Camera and sound.
Speed!
Speeding! Action! Don't you hate when you're really, really into someone and, oh, thanks, buddy, you get friend zoned? On to Rheagen with our Dr. Love panel.
Hey, I'm your host, Rheagen King, and I'm here with our panel of teens to discuss some of the hottest relationship issues. Let's start off with having everybody introduce themselves.
My name is Melanie and I graduated from Northeast Magnet.
I'm Emily Beckman and I go to Derby.
I'm Alana Taylor and I graduated from Derby High School.
My name is Devontae Roberts and I graduated from East High.
My name is Max McGlon and I go to Derby High School.
My name is Malcolm Eugene and I'm currently attending Butler Community College.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm really excited to be here because I love to hear relationship advice from Dr. Love. All right, so let's get started with the questions. I'm gonna start off with asking you guys, how do you nicely friend zone someone? Does anybody have any thoughts on that?
I guess just be gentle about that. Like, you don't want them just playing around, so you just gotta just tell them, hey, I don't like you like that. Be upfront of me, like initially, so they don't have to go that whole tailing around issue.
All right. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Definitely, I agree with Devontae. You got to be quick about it. You don't want to let it go for a substantial amount of time, or else it's just going to kind of build up that connection, and then it's just going to make it that much more harder to friend zone somebody.
It is okay to friend zone somebody, right? Yeah.
I mean,
Obviously.
can't like everybody.
Makes sense. What about this? When do you know if it's the right time to tell your girlfriend or boyfriend that you love them?
That's a good question. I guess you just gotta go with your heart. You just gotta. I know it's kind of cliche, but you know what you feel, so you gotta. I wouldn't rush you. Just make sure you know, because nowadays people just kind of drop it all the time. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you just know what you feel, let it out.
So do you think there's a certain time limit that somebody should say the L word?
Well, don't say after 3 days of dating them.
Okay.
That's true.
At least a little bit.
What about dating a best friend's ex?
I think there's a grace period. Like, you probably shouldn't do that just out of respect for your friend. And I feel like there is a time where it's like, okay, you said we're done, so you are done. You shouldn't hang on to the past like that. So if your friend was to date your ex, then it should be okay. Just be respectful about it. Don't just be kissing in front of each other. That's not cool.
Even if it's a really close friend of yours?
I feel like once again, you close that door in your life. So I probably would. I feel like you should probably discuss that with your friend first, because everybody has their own tolerance level. So, if your friendship doesn't allow that, then I wouldn't wreck a friendship with that. But I feel like, me personally, I don't really care.
Anyone else?
Well, if it just broke up a week ago, I wouldn't go right into it. If it's 20 years later, or 5 years later.
Or a year.
It's not that big of a deal. It's a week later.
So what is everybody's opinions on cheating? Why do you say that?
If you're gonna, if you like somebody else when you're dating someone, you should just tell them that you have other feelings instead of taking it to the point of cheating. So it's just horrible for everybody, I feel.
Yes, we have a question here. I have a boyfriend, but I have a crush on a guy that I'm around a lot. I love them both and don't want to hurt either one of them. What should I do? So what would you guys tell her or him?
Pick neither.
Pick neither? Why do you say that?
Well, obviously they're probably not ready to be committed to one person, so maybe there's the time to figure out what they actually want. If they want two people, they should probably figure out which one is probably best suited for them.
Okay. What about you, Max?
I think that they should just break up with the person they're dating then, because if you're having second thoughts on being with that person, then it's not a strong relationship.
So, what about if somebody cheats on you? Do you guys believe in second chances?
No.
See, I've given second chances before. I guess it just depends. It depends. This goes by a situation basis. The degree of the cheating, if it was just a kiss, you could probably work that. But if it was anything more than that, then it's kind of no.
I agree. I think it depends on the situation and kind of the time span after I don't know, give it some time before you make a decision on whether or not you would date them again.
Okay.
It kind of breaks your trust issue though.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know if you're gonna trust them again? Like, if you see them, a guy with another girl, you're obviously gonna think about how he cheated on you before. So why go through that and like put yourself through the pain?
I mean, but if you have like feelings for him originally, I feel like you got to kind of work with that though, because when you're in a relationship, like you put your heart in it, you're supposed to. It shouldn't just be something like a game. It's like an actual relationship. So if that does happen, that's just something you got to kind of work with. Well, that's my opinion at least. I mean, I'm not saying just let it go. There should be some type of consequences, but yeah. Well, I guess that's basically saying I think second chances are okay, but there should be some type of guidelines established after, like, hey, I don't trust you right now.
But then again, what's considered cheating? Because I've been in situations where I was accused of cheating, but I was just hanging out with my friend, like legitimately hanging out with my friend, and ex thought I was cheating, and that big argument. So what actually is considered cheating?
I guess that's a personal preference thing. Like, depends on the girl you're with, or the guy you're with. If your guy's friend thinks that you just talk to another guy cheating, then I guess that's up to you to stop that type of communication so you can make that work.
You guys agree?
I think it's different when you're actually in the situation as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the situation, it's easier to say if someone cheated on you, you would break up with them instantly. But if you're in the situation, it's different.
We have another question here. My girl is always wanting to spend time together. I like to be with her, but I like to hang out with my friends too. She thinks I'm rejecting her, but I'm not. What do I do?
Tell her to stop being clingy.
So the clinginess?
I mean, yeah, think about relationships. It's like, it's all about being together, but people also need their personal space. You don't want to smother each other, because that can just kind of metaphorically suffocate the relationship.
What do you guys think about clinginess?
You can't be together 24/7.
Okay.
Like, think about, you obviously, if you're being clingy, you obviously want to be with your friends as well, so it has to be like an equal situation.
Okay, so we have another question here. How do I make my long distance relationship work? Have any of you guys ever been in a long distance relationship?
I'm currently in one, sort of, kind of.
Okay, so tell us about that.
My girlfriend, she goes to KU, and I really see her like once a month. So now since it's the summer I see her, but during the school year it's like once a month.
I have the same situation, so I completely empathize with you. Does anybody else have anything to say about long distance relationships? Maybe somebody who's out of state.
Well, let's see. Back in the MySpace days, I was probably in a total of 5 long distance relationships at the same time.
Tell us more about that.
Well, seeing how they were, out of state, they weren't ever going to see each other in the long run. So,
but isn't that cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of like cheating.
I was young.
So it's different when you're younger.
I was immature. I didn't know.
Okay.
I'm not trying to defend it. I didn't have that kind of experience to know that I was doing wrong.
Well, since you're talking about social media, have you ever been catfished before?
Oh no, that's new.
All right. Does everybody know? Is everybody familiar with the term catfish?
No.
Not really.
All right. Well, it's kind of something new that's sprouted up in the social media, and it's when somebody makes up a fake identity and pretends to be somebody else and gets you to have a relationship with them online. Has anybody been catfished before?
Yeah, probably a good 3 out of the 5 long distance relationships that I was in.
Tell us about it, if you're comfortable with talking about it.
I mean, they're fake profiles, and I found all the other ones, so it just kind of added up to this wasn't amounting to anything, so.
Okay.
It was one of those things where it was like karma, like, okay, I'm cheating, but with someone who's fake, obviously, so.
So do you guys think that the social media has kind of influenced the way that relationships work today?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why do you guys think that?
You're not really as close as what you would have been like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You would have called each other and actually meet up in person, but now you text and call even, so.
And now like everybody knows like what you're doing in like your relationship.
Yeah, you post
and
on
like
Facebook.
yeah.
think it depends, like, if you met them in person or if you met them like on Twitter and you didn't know them before, kind of too.
That's totally
How many people met their significant other or a previous significant other over social media? Am I the only one? All right. So you guys lucked out. How have you guys met significant others?
Just in class, during school.
In
Okay,
class.
mostly through school.
Yeah.
But it is something that happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They said there was like I forgot the statistic. They said there was like a larger number of marriages happening online. So I'm guessing that's also with teens too, for relationships starting on Facebook and Twitter.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is, I don't know, about social media and relationships. I feel like nowadays, since everybody's into your stuff, that's more people like trying to dictate your relationship if you let them. A lot of drama, a lot of Facebook arguments go on, you know. What I've learned to do was to keep my relationship off of Facebook for a period of time, 6 months, a year, and then jump into it when you've been together and getting to know somebody for that period of time. Then you know that you can kind of trust them, and whatever other people will try to say after that, it's just kind of, you know, he say, she say.
That doesn't always work though, because some people, like, you might have a girl that's just like, why haven't you said your relationship with me on Facebook? I had a friend like that, and his girlfriend was like tripping instantly.
So that goes back to the clinginess thing, right? Yeah.
And then I would have told her, like, okay, so you want to be defined by Facebook or Twitter? Is our relationship defined by social media?
She might have answered yes,
and then we would have broke up.
So you don't tolerate women who want everybody to know that you guys are a thing?
Well, it's not that I don't want everybody to know. I just don't want her to think that that's how we should be defined by, you know, Facebook or Twitter. I want to tell the world eventually, you know.
I definitely agree with
But
you.
I feel like as far as the getting to know you stages should be just us, you know.
Exactly. Well, we have another question here. I messed up a really good friendship. I let my feelings get in the way, and I guess we aren't in speaking terms. This person isn't speaking to me, so I don't know what they're feeling. How can I fix this mess? So if you mess up in a relationship, it happens, you know, people get in fights. What's some advice that you'd give to this person?
Just talk it out, I guess.
Over phone or in person?
No, in person.
Definitely in person.
Especially, like, also if you're gonna break up with someone, I wouldn't text them. Like, if you're, at least call them.
Okay, yeah. So what are some other things that you guys would say on how to make a relationship work in general?
Patience.
Patience.
Because I mean, you're getting to know a person. Well, even if you already know that person, you're gotta get used to that person, what they do, how they interact with other people. So if you don't have patience, it's not gonna work out very well.
Don't say everything when you're mad at them, or like when you're upset. Don't just say everything that comes to your mind first.
Exactly.
Or, like, think it through.
Okay.
I'm gonna say communication and multiple forms of communication, because I feel like in the long run, communication helps build trust, and that's one of the building blocks for a relationship is trust. But, and also you gotta also be able to make time for that person. I understand, like, some people are busier than others, but if you're in a relationship, you have to make dedicated time to be together with that person, you know, even if it's just, you know, breakfast or lunch. Hey, how are you doing type of stuff, you know.
What do you guys think about online dating?
I tried it, I hated it.
You've tried everything, Malcolm, haven't you?
Well, yeah, that's just, yeah. No, I don't like it. There's a lot of catfish out there.
Yeah, you don't say. So you guys don't really think online dating something?
Well, I think it's more geared toward like older people,
Definitely.
like maybe people that have already been married and divorced, maybe even a couple of times, just trying to like, I think it's harder to meet when you're older, so it's not really geared towards teenagers. I don't think it's a good thing for teenagers.
Yeah, like getting people like back into dating, because like if they've been married for a while, then they're not used to like just meeting up with random people. So
Okay. Yeah.
What's scary about that is, with online dating, you don't know who you're actually talking to on the other end. Yeah, their age says they're 18, but they could be 35. So it could be a big mess.
You would know. Just kidding. Well, we're about out of time, so thank you all for sharing. We'll be back right after this.
TeenView is an empowerment program that motivates teens to go forward in life and enables teens to do positive things in the community, therefore setting an example for their peers as well. Our plan is to use participating students representing all Wichita area high schools to impact the community by doing projects and activities. We plan to work with the community to host fun and educational events for the youth and to provide an avenue for the teen's voice to be heard. TeenView Magazine is a publication for teens by teens from a teen's point of view.
Roll camera and sound.
Speed!
Speeding! Action!
Kendra with TeenView Magazine, and I've picked out 3 different mascaras for 3 different prices, and I'm going to test out the look versus the price and if it's worth spending $16 versus $6. And I'm here with Ivy. She's going to help me test out the products, which are Clinique Mascara and CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I'm currently wearing Maybelline Colossal Volume Express mascara that I bought from Walmart for $5.97, and Ivy's going to help me test out the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume that I got for almost $7 at Walmart too, and the Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara that I got at Bon Mar for $16. Right now Ivy's trying on the CoverGirl, the cheaper one out of the 2. When I tested this one out myself, out of all 3 of them, it was my favorite. I think that it's not too clumpy and it goes on pretty bold. She's trying on the Clinique mascara right now, the more expensive one. And when I tried this one on, it wasn't really my favorite. It went on just like a cheap mascara from Walmart. On her right eye, she's wearing the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume, and as you can see, it's more bolder and she has more volume to her eyes. And on her left eye, she's wearing the Clinique, and it goes on really light. So if you really like light mascara and you don't want it too clumpy or anything, you can use the Clinique, but you'll also spend a little bit more money. And if it were my choice, I would pick the CoverGirl for about $7 at Walmart. And again, this is Kendra with TeenView Magazine, and I'd like to thank Ivy for helping me pick out mascaras, and I hope this helps you pick out mascaras next time you're shopping. Thank you. Thank you.
It's Bobana Mexican Grill. It is a family-owned restaurant. I think it's very special that my parents did this a family-owned restaurant because we come in here, it's ours, it is our restaurant, and we try twice as hard because we just want the best for our family, and it builds us together as a family. We come, all of us, my parents, me, my sister, my brother. One of us is making the burrito, one of us is being that cashier, and people see that too. They feel the happiness that we give to them too. We give it to all our hearts. Take their burrito and know that we make it with all our hearts.
Really good food here. I really like it a lot. This is my first time eating Poblanos. It's great food, great authentic Mexican food.
Come to Poblanos. We're looking forward to serving you.
Red Robin Royalty members get 1 free burger during the month of their birthday. So even if you don't know what month it is, you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting a free burger. Join today at redrobin.com.
Red Robin. Yum.
you guys learned a lot about relationships from today's episode. And I don't know about you, but the next time I have relationship trouble, I'm definitely going to check out the Dr. Love blog at TeenViewMagazine.com. Don't forget, if you have any more questions or want to give us topics for our next shows, check us out on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or just check out our website. Until next time, this is Jessica Rain and TeenView Magazine.
Is an empowerment program that motivates teens to go forward in life and enables teens to do positive things in the community, therefore setting an example for their peers as well. Our plan is to use participating students representing all Wichita area high schools to impact the community by doing projects and activities. We plan to work with the community to host fun and educational events for the youth and to provide an avenue for the teen's voice to be heard. TeenView Magazine is a publication for teens by teens from a teen's point of view.